Well, here we are again at the Wretched Witch's timeline. You see who right here? This is where I left off. At the end of the day, I'm a good woman. I'm not perfect by any means. Hold it right there. You're not perfect, so says this post. But you come waltzing into my house, telling me how unperfect that I was? No wonder you're hiding behind your mother's face. My intentions are good. They were not good, Denise, then. Believe me, your intentions were to pad your pocket and to look good to your superiors. My mother jumped your frame after she caught on to what was going on, if you remember correctly. I'd already had it up to the eyeballs with the shenanigans and BS from your all's department. So I got my mother to start being there when any of you were going to be there, so she could get it herself, because some of the things I related to her and told her about that were going on between you all and mainly me, but John and I both, she didn't want to believe. And I'd imagine there's a whole lot of people in Pettis County who are the same way to their people who are put through these hoops. Flaming hoops is what they felt like by you back then, and whoever else now, and whoever else then. They most certainly would not believe it. Then Mom caught on, and I had her be around whenever I knew you all were coming. And I've mentioned this in another video, by the way. But because it's unsettling, the same amount of unsettling as it was back then, it's become a kind of a nightmare. Except for it should be your nightmare, Denise. The tables should have long since turned. And instead of you being a nightmare in my world, terrorizing me, threatening me, forcing me to sign papers, I should be your nightmare. Your heart is pure, you say right here. You know, I don't believe that either. I don't believe that at all. You were an evil person to say my house was dirty, which totally upset my mother. Because my mom came over there and actually gave me a hand with it. It was a huge place that we were trying to buy and finally did after years. She came over and not only helped me clean, but we ate lunch after we worked a couple hours every morning, and then watched 3 soap operas every afternoon. She hung paper and she painted and she sewed me some curtains too. And whether you know it or not, my mother brought my son to me after she did get guardianship because of your wacko crap. And he stayed with us whenever she needed to go to a meeting, which was semi-often. She had weekly meetings to go to, and she brought him over on Friday nights so he could spend the night and then get on the church bus and go to church, or they'd pick him up, because she didn't like what you had done. So she decided she'd pull rank on you, which I hope a lot of other people do too. I hope they did, because they'd be a fool not to. Because you were just gonna run over whoever was gonna allow you to run over them. My heart is pure, and I love hard with everything I got. And because of those things, I'm worth it. Always have been and always will be. I almost have to drink a half a gallon of wine to get through that one. Coming from you? You're not worth it. You abused me and my family. You enjoyed it. And then sit there like you are just Miss Precious Thing. I'm so worth it, says Denise, with the wine dribbling out her mouth and the slobber coming down her chin and her nose all running. No wonder your son got busted for drugs in Sedalia. He had you for a mother. Look at that crap. Then you're not all about being wonderful. You're telling somebody to get off their ass. You shouldn't be allowed to be an Elvis fan because he's way too good for you. We're just going to take a look at your timeline, Miss Thang. See what other indiscrepancies I can find. Oh, and while I'm at it, we'll get over here to mine. Your conduct is unbecoming, Denise, and I made a post about it. And yeah, teachers can get in trouble for conduct unbecoming. I don't think teachers are supposed to be big dumb drunks. And I don't know how many children you raped in your classroom, but I hope I don't ever have to find out about it. Because that's the kind of person you make me think you are. And if he's got kids, he will most certainly watch you. Because you might pull something on them like you tried to pull on me before my mother intervened. And it's not my job to forgive your dumb ass. I know I'm not God. And you don't deserve a life like that either. There's so much you don't deserve, Denise. After you trashed my life. And I remember calling in 1995 after John with no prior offense got sentenced as a repeat offender, because you're standing there in my mother's front room going, well, Ann, he did it before, he'd do it again, except there's no prior. So I don't know where again comes from. You got your story wrong, Denise. Totally wrong. Oh, and looky here. Denise the drunk had to go to the Horny Toad Bar and Grill at Lake Ozark, Missouri. Oh, we skipped this one. I was waiting for it to load. Well, I don't think you're completely amazing. I think you're completely full of crap. The same full of crap as I thought you were back then. You knew you were too. How could someone not know it? Especially when they've got angry mothers screaming at them. You're full of crap. My mother knew my house wasn't dirty. She knew we never did anything to Bradley. She finally got that figured out. She called me asking her to come and see about him and get in the van and go look for him. 'Cause he had gotten the footstool and got the door unhooked. Took off. I had to go find him. I said, well, Mother, the same crap she pulled on me. What are you doing to that boy? Kids just don't get up and run off. There you are with your stupid look. Your stupid fake smile. Did you already knock the teeth out of your head? You dumb witch. Then you got him sent to that stupid Tom Meppard. I got information that you would not want to know about, I'm sure, because you like ignoring shit like that. It came out in a Marines session. Oh yeah, I get the trickle down for sure. It came out in hypnotherapy about Tom damn Meppard. I think someone ought to see him swing at the end of a rope is what I think. But never mind what I think, huh? It's not good enough. It's in some way inferior to visit Horny Toad Bar and Grill Denise with her damn lush bunch of junk. And just sit there like, ooh, I am Miss Wonderful. Well, I had God long before you ever thought about having God, Denise. And I still have God. But I have a lot of anger because you didn't have God when I had God. If you had had God then instead of a belly full of wine, maybe we wouldn't be having to have this little talk, huh? And then your little fake friends go, amen, my friend, amen. You should have known this one for sure back then. You said I was combative in one of the files. But here's the clicker. When someone's combative and it's a family service thing, they get anger management classes. I didn't get any. Why is that? 'Cause I wasn't combative. You lied then too. My life is so much better than yours, Denise. 'Cause I didn't do people the way you did them. And then turn around and say, nobody ever turns me in. I'm immune. I've got immunity. Immunity can be denied, Denise. Immunity denied. Oh, look at this crap here, and you are perfect for it. I don't care what it means to you. I know what it meant to me.